One miller, dying, left his 3 sons a mill, a donkey, and a cat. The brothers divided the inheritance themselves and did not go to court. The greedy judges would take away the last. The eldest received a mill, the middle one received a donkey, and the youngest received a cat. For a long time the younger brother could not console himself. He had inherited a pitiful inheritance. "Good for the brothers," he said. "They will live together and earn an honest living. And well, I'll eat the cat. Well, I'll sew mittens from its skin. What next? Die of hunger." The cat heard these words but did not show it, but said, "Stop grieving. Give me a bag, and order a pair of boots to make it easier to walk through the forests and fields, and you will see that they have not offended you as much as you now think." The owner did everything as the cat ordered, and as soon as the cat had everything he needed, he quickly put on his shoes, threw the bag over his shoulder, and went to the nearest protected forest. From the bag containing bran and hare cabbage, the cat made a cunning trap, and he, stretching out on the grass and pretending to be dead, began to wait for prey. He didn't have to wait long. Some stupid young rabbit immediately jumped into the bag. The cat, without thinking twice, tightened the bag and went to the royal palace. When the cat was brought into the royal chambers, he gave the king a respectful bow and said, "Your Majesty, here is a rabbit from the forests of the Marquis de Carabas. He invented such a name for his owner. My master ordered me to present you with this modest gift." "Thank your master," replied the king, "and tell him that he has given me great pleasure." A few days later the cat went to the field and set his trap again. This time he came across 2 fat partridges. He quickly tightened the laces on the bag and carried them to the king. The king happily accepted this gift, and even ordered the cat to be rewarded. From then on, it was like this: the cat kept bringing the king game, as if it had been killed during a hunt by its owner. And then one day the cat found out that the king, together with his daughter, a beautiful princess, was going to take a carriage ride along the riverbank. The cat immediately ran to his owner. "Master, if you listen to my advice," said the cat, "then consider that happiness is already in your hands. All that is required of you is to go swimming in the river, to the place where I will show you. Leave the rest to me." The owner obediently did everything the cat advised, although he did not understand at all why all this was needed. Just as he was bathing, the royal carriage drove onto the riverbank. The cat rushed to the carriage as fast as he could and shouted, "Here, quicker! Help! The Marquis de Carabas is drowning." The king, hearing these screams, opened the carriage door. He immediately recognized the cat who so often brought him gifts, and immediately sent his servants to rescue the Marquis de Carabas. While the poor Marquis was being pulled out of the river, the cat told the king that while his master was bathing, thieves stole all his clothes. In fact, the sly man hid the owner's poor dress under a large stone. The king immediately ordered one of the best outfits in the royal wardrobe to be brought for the Marquis de Carabas. Everything turned out just fine. The king treated the miller's son very kindly and even invited him to sit in the carriage and take part in the walk. And the royal daughter also liked the young man. The royal dress suited him very well. The cat, rejoicing that everything was going as he had planned, ran merrily in front of the carriage. On the way he saw peasants mowing grass in a meadow. Who owns this meadow? To the terrible cannibal who lived